I've been sizing up guys since I came to WCW.
You know, I've always been a jam-up guy. You're a jam-up guy. You know, I've always been a jam-up guy.
We're back, baby, with another edition of WTF Are They? It's me, Rick, joined by Cameron, Tall, Rick, and Cody. And today we're talking about another gimmick that we don't know WTF it is. And so, without further ado, boys, here's the video. Oh, and notice we don't have a banner anymore.
Wait.
Denver, Dean Malenko made the bombshell announcement earlier. He has a legal loophole surprise for Chris Jericho that will go down Monday night in Denver at Nitro. And Mike, today, I can't wait until Denver.
Yeah, that's Roadblock. That's his thing. So in this video, he came out with the dead end shirt, but typically he would come out wrapped in kind of construction tape to, you know, keep people off a construction site, whatever the shit that's called.
Like the caution tape?
The caution tape, exactly. So yeah, he's cautionary, apparently. But yeah, I really don't know much about Roadblock other than he came out looking like that, and sometimes, you know, looking like you didn't. He was preventing people from entering him, I guess. That could have been phrased better, but
yeah, it started out hot.
you know, what the fuck, right? All right, so yeah, Tall Rick, let's start with you. What do you got?
I'm going to say he was a local construction worker that's job was somehow interrupted by the Nitro trucks pulling in, and he wasn't scheduled for that night or even a trained wrestler. He was just kind of a what was that dude's name in ECW that fought New Jack and got all cut up?
What one?
The young
kid?
Oh, Mass Transit.
Yeah. He's a mass transit, but they named him Roadblock.
Okay, so
Tall Rick is really good at these.
So not a wrestler.
Not a wrestler at all.
Actual construction worker who just wandered in off the street.
Correct.
And he was angry because the road was blocked. So
right.
he became what he essentially
what angered him the most.
Okay. Cody, what do you got?
Damn, like he kind of, as weird as it is, he kind of like that was kind of my idea too. Is that I think this guy went to I think an earthquake happened. This guy went to the side of the earthquake, and it just stuck with him. All the stuff he saw, like the caution tape, all the yellow, all the cones, all the roadblocks, which I'm pretty sure is a G.I. Joe character.
It is.
Body massage.
Yeah. So I think he's a guy. You know what? I'll just try to come up with something real quick. He probably likes G.I. Joe. He thought Roadblock was a cool name, and he always drove around with his dad. And he knew what really made his dad angry. And then Eric was like, "What do you think really makes people angry?" And he was like, "I got the perfect thing. Roadblocks.
when roads are blocked."
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I buy it. Cameron, you got anything?
Okay, so remember the wrestling scene in like the very first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and they're like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "The Human Spider." And they're like, "What? I'm not saying that." Okay, so that, but he just kind of came in complaining about all the traffic, and he was just like, "Who do I talk to about the roadblock outside?" And they're like, they announced him as Roadblock and sent him out.
So basically, Roadblock.
That makes perfect sense.
Right. So he just kept saying, he's like, "No, there's a roadblock out there." And like, "Get out there. Roadblock." Either that, or maybe this is just the journeyman mid-Carter gimmick where it's just like to get through to the top, you have to go through me. I'm the roadblock on the roster. I don't know.
Oh, see, that makes way too much sense.
See, yeah, I was thinking maybe he's the heel that, like, if you have like a Cody Rhodes going up against Roman Reigns, like Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble, and he's going to go up against Roman Reigns, right? But he's got to face this other guy that's supposed to be like a big, scary heel. He's going to be like like they told him, yeah, you're going to be basically just a roadblock for Cody.
So
And then he just took it literally.
We're gonna act like WWE didn't actually do that as a pay-per-view for like 3-4 years.
No.
No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all, actually.
Never happened.
No, just using that as an example.
Shit, I think we might have actually figured one out. Your answers are really good. I'm going to just go in a different direction for the sake of it. I think he was an ex-cop, and he was on a murder scene, and he was there way too long. And on the way home, he couldn't get to his wife and kids, and he noticed his house was on fire because the fire trucks were blocking the road. And, it sent him mad and just sent him in this spiral of madness and addiction. And, he went to Mexico for a while, and, maybe he just, married some random chick, and then finally came back to the States after leaving his wife and kids. And, he couldn't be a cop anymore because of all the shit he did down in Mexico for the cartel.
He's seen too much.
He saw way too much. And so, he was, I got fucking nothing. I'm sorry.
I was waiting for you to finish so I could say, so he's the Smokey Bear of like traffic equipment, but then he went to Mexico, and it's like, well, that's not going to work.
I gotta be honest. I just started talking, and I didn't know where I was going, but it was one of those things that I just had to keep saying something because I didn't have an answer. I think you guys nailed it.
Difficulties for that, I notice.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
look beautiful in flight. You just never really like.
I crashed on land.
Yeah.
The plane hit the mountain.
So
it looked great.
You hit the roadblock.
That was a roadblock.
Oh, that's what he's metaphoric and literal.
Yes.
And if you noticed in the video when he came out, he had a catchphrase. He was saying, "Get out of my way. Everyone get out of my way." So I got to be perfectly honest. I think we are now 1 for 6, and you guys solved it. That Roadblock is actually, he became what he hated. He hates fucking traffic. He hates roadblocks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't a job guy.
If he's a roadblock, why is he telling people to get out of his way instead of like line up in parallel lines in front of him?
All right, I take it back. We're 0 for 6, boys. Well,
what you don't know is he's approaching his opponent in the ring. We'll be talking about him on a future episode. His name was Pothole.
Everyone hates Pothole. He was
Pothole sucks.
I mean, it was WCW. It was probably more like Plot Hole. But, Jesus Christ. Fucking Roadblock. Well, yep, that's it.
Roadblock.
That's all we got. Throw a giant Gonzalez at the like button. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for all the support. What the hell do you think Roadblock was, other than just a job guy who didn't want people to be in his way? Even though, what's funny is no one was in his way. He was walking to the ring by himself, just going, "Get out of my way." Who was he talking to?
Maybe it's a sign of mental illness.
Yeah.
See, this goes back to my
there was a young
loose cannon cop going to Mexico thing.
Maybe he was trying to steal like Psycho Sid's mid-90s like ruler of the world hearing voices, but he was legitimately seeing people in front of him.
Oh, so like a Sixth Sense kind of thing?
Right.
That also ties it, because wait, wasn't Bruce Willis a cop in that movie?
No, he was a psychiatrist.
Oh, I thought he was a cop the whole time. I got
Well, he's always a cop.
Yeah,
It's always safe. If you see Bruce Willis, you can safely assume he's a cop.
Or an oil digger.
Or
Yippee-ki-yay, get out
an
of my
oil
way.
digger.
Yeah, I just always assume he's, John McClane.
No, he was probably in gorilla position, and they were like, "Hey, you're a bad guy, so talk crap to the audience." Well, what am I supposed to say? Just talk crap to them. Your song's playing. Go. God, shut up. Get out of my way.
Get out of my
Get out of my way.
Beat it! I'm Roadblock. It's like
I'm walking here.
I'm walking here. I'm Roadblock.
He was telling a very young John Cena to move.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what it was. He could see John Cena, like
he
Bruce
could.
Willis.
Yeah.
No, not like Bruce Willis, like the little
And
kid.
if he actually moved up the card, he might have actually been able to show the world he could see him.
Yeah. No.
Man, I really like your thing about Roadblock. Maybe that was the original idea. They're like, he's going to be a guy, like a stopping point, like for the Cody versus Roman analogy. But then he was just some job guy named Roadblock.
Yeah, he's well, not quite as tall as Big Show, but yeah, that role of just you have to go through me to get to them. But
yeah.
But then Goldberg squashed him in like 8 seconds. The end.
Yeah, we're talking about this is WCW like early 2000s, right? Or like late.
No,
it's in the 90s.
Yeah.
Roadblock was definitely in the Goldberg streak. So
Okay, so then that was when they were just like throwing anything at a wall and just seeing what works.
Right.
So I don't think that much thought went into it as far as like him being an actual roadblock, because it's wrestling, so it would have been more on the nose. I think it would have been like a Dustin. He would have been brought into feud with like Dustin, because now he's a Rhodes block.
Oh yeah,
it would have been clever. But this was just like, hey, Roadblock's a cool name. We'll give him some like caution tape.
They're like, what do Roadblocks have? Caution tape. He goes out wearing like a traffic cone, like a fucking wizard hat.
That'd be great.
Like, hey, everybody hates those things.
He picks it up. He's like, get out of my way. I shouldn't have held my hand there. Someone's going to Photoshop a dick in my face now. But whatever. All right. Well, with that said, yeah, we're going to go. Thanks, everyone. See you on the next one.